Until nobody's missed, it's coming. We just need a motion to approve.
Yes.
Right.
And Justin has reviewed as well.
Good.
I guess they're just wanting to put the 3 poles on the easement.
Well, it looks like that's great. You guys couldn't show if they got like.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. If they were gonna-
Yeah, that's what was referenced in their email in 2000.
For all 3 poles, that's for whatever they're setting.
Yes,
Yeah.
total.
It's fine with me.
I don't know if they started.
I'll make the motion that we approve the easement for NIPSCO to place 3 poles, it looks like, over by the Knox Industrial Park at 300 East and 50 South. Sounds like we'll get some $2,000
$2,000.
for the use of the easement.
Second, all in favor?
I
Mark Hill.
There's this one. Bunch of 2 copies. Oh. For those who don't know me, I'm
You can sit up here and talk to me.
Yeah.
If you don't mind.
pretty sure all 3 of you know me. But at least you don't have to claim it down. Anyway, so I'm the Oregon Township trustee. We're responsible for the Coons Lake / Oregon Township Fire Department. And we're working on doing some small upgrades. In the last, I don't know, it's been quite some time since we've done some things to improve the station that needs to be done. Board President Rick Minker's with me today. So what you have there in front of you is a quote for a sign. We're looking at putting a new digital sign at the station and also looking at upgrading our kitchen. Now, keep in mind that Oregon Township kind of is on the far north end of the county and doesn't have a lot of communication factors into that community. So the sign would be served for community events, which we have a lot through the KLA, which I think all of you've been to the KLA building. But we have absolutely no real way of passing that information back without changing this sign. The Lions also use that building for 2 events, 2 pancake breakfasts, which they fundraise for things in their nature, which the Lions pay for. You know, they don't pay for anything as far as that goes, except for they use the building for free. So that is really our only community center we have. And the cabinets are pretty much 40+ years old. The sign is somewhere right around that. The building is over 50 years old. So we've done some upgrades, HVAC stuff. Tried to do minor things because we're hoping to get a stellar grant in the future for that community and build a new station with a community building that incorporates all this. And that sign could physically be moved and used at that location also. But what I'm asking for is $20,000 towards the sign from the county and $5,000 towards the cabinets. I did apply also with the Community Foundation for the cabinets, but not the sign. I just don't know if they'll, what they'll give us. They said 5,000, but we haven't got that in writing yet, but that has been, approached to them. And also we did apply for the Hive grant and we did not get that. So we didn't get any money from that. So I asked from you guys to at least consider this sign and this, the cabinets as a, it's like I said, it's our only community center that we have in Oregon Township. Besides, of course, the school that could hold enough people if we had a true emergency. The KLA is really small. I know Mark's been to the KLA. I know all of you've been to the KLA, but it just would not hold the quantity of people if we had a true emergency. So I'm kind of thinking this would be a conglomeration of trying to help everybody in that community if we have a, like I said, a true emergency. So
Didn't we give the all the fire department 5,000
For radio equipment.
radio?
and that was for COVID related stuff is what they told us.
So
So
5,000.
during that time, yes. And they pay for stuff out of their own
Did you get
pocket.
your $5,000 just last month?
They did,
Okay. all right.
yeah.
That was for radio equipment.
Okay. What do you think on the 20? You think that you guys do a fundraiser to help with some of that?
Well, the sign is $33,000. So we were trying to think that we would at least come up with some of the money and ask for the 20.
That must be that,
Yeah, the other one's higher.
yeah,
So out of the 41,000, you've got, doing quick math here. You've got 16 coming out of your budget for this,
We can figure that in. Yes,
and that doesn't include any other external fundraising you guys have done up there.
we could gain some, we probably could gain some of those fundraisers because the fire department do their own. But we could look at adding another additional one if we would get some type of funding. We could at least try to get some of that. And then we could also apply for more from the economic development and ask them if they would, because they seem to be a little bit more apt to give us some money because it comes out of the Hardesty Foundation. And we service right up to Davis Township. So as you know, right down that line in Hamlet. So they've been flexible. We had gotten 25,000 from them for the building across the street. And then we used conglomeration of fundraising and our own funds to make up the difference. So
What's your township budget overall? Total,
overall for fire,
what the total amount of funds that you as township trustee have purview over?
okay, so you're talking township and fire.
Sure,
Okay, so we're right at 200,000,
okay,
but fire only gets probably about 105,000. Keep in mind that covers maintenance of vehicles, that covers insurance, that covers fuel, that covers everything. you can think of.
fire eats Woody up a large portion.
Yes,
Yeah,
it eats it up.
yeah,
We never have excess in fire.
right.
Township, we sometimes do, probably more.
Over half your budget is devoted to. the fire
Oh, at
service.
least,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah, well, most of it is. Yeah, I think the cemetery eats up, the maintenance of the two cemeteries eat up quite a bit also, as you can imagine, this year is gonna be really interesting.
yeah,
So we did have to sign like 15,000 with that help.
I think that would help. Rick,
Do a fundraiser or something.
and try to make up the difference.
You guys think?
because this is something you'd have to go to the council and ask.
Yeah,
they need an additional appropriation for this.
and we could approve it
Yeah,
up to the council.
yeah, it makes more sense for them to come to us first to get,
Yeah,
to get an idea whether or not we're willing
Right,
to write the check. And then they can ask the council for the amount of that,
so if you can get the council blessing.
I was told to come here first.
Right,
Right.
Right, yeah.
so how much do we? So you're thinking 15?
Unless you guys want to do.
I'll make the motion to give Oregon Township $15,000 for their sign and cabinet project.
I'll second.
On favor?
All right,
Thank you, Mark.
thank you.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
Teresa. Teresa. You're up.
This people- Yeah, you emailed me and asked about being on the agenda. Huh?
You said it was too late, so let's keep on.
I said it, yeah, I said it was too late, but I would talk to the commissioner president and try to get you on. Since it was my.
Here we are.
There I am. I'm here at Rachel's recommendation, due to the non-compliance of the road use agreement between NextEra and Stark County, signed on 3/21/22 by Commissioners Mark Hurley and Brian Cavender. For this agreement, approximately 12 miles of Railroad Township roads were destroyed, good pavement converted to gravel. According to this agreement, which I have right here with me, dust control on gravel roads shall be maintained using commercially reasonable measures such as watering and or dust pelleting. Since 12/23, we have sent over 100 emails combined to Commissioners Mark Early, Don Binkley, Charles Chesick, County Attorney Justin Schwung, past road superintendent Dipert, and current interim superintendent Rachel Ostrich regarding the lack of the county's enforcement of the agreement. We have numerous phone conversations with David Pierman, who we've been told is the volunteer liaison to NextEra. Of note, for the road use agreement, this responsibility is that of the Highway Department Director. However, the current Highway Department Director Ostrich has said she can do no more. Why does she feel she can do no more? Who told her she can do no more? At the Republican Party meeting, Mr. Pierman said he met with homeowners and has helped with dust control. He also referred to approximately 3,000 Stark County taxpayers as fools. He admitted at the Republican Party meeting that NextEra road situation is bad. And I agree. Phone calls to and from Pierman have resulted in nothing but lies and empty promises. There is no dust control. We know this because we live with it daily. He said he stopped by our home but missed us. We checked our video surveillance and there was no actual visit from him. He did state, however, he was surprised we had such a nice home, as he has not seen many nice homes in Stark County. I disagree with him. There are many nice homes in our county. He also recommended if we choose to seek legal counsel, there is an attorney who lives by us that could help. This comment was unprofessional and probably unethical. I informed Mr. Pierman the attorney he referred to is also a county council member, of which he was aware. He said, oh yes, it would be a conflict of interest. Due to his ineffectiveness and unprofessionalism, it is time for Pierman to step aside and let someone more competent take over the task of enforcing the road use agreement. According to the agreement, section 8, if NextEra does not maintain and repair the roads, the county will do so and bill NextEra. According to interim superintendent Ostrich, the county does not have the equipment to do this. What was the plan when you signed this agreement? Surely you know the county did not have the equipment. There are dust control companies that are for hire. It's simple. Get one hired and bill NextEra. You are here to take care of the taxpayers of this county, not cater to the solar companies. According to the agreement, there is a $3 million bond in place should NextEra default on this agreement. They have already defaulted. Are you going to wait until the end of the project and realize this? Watch them walk away and leave Railroad Township a mess. There are approximately 12 miles of our roads that are to be returned to pavement. How far do you think $3 million is going to go to repave the roads that have been destroyed? So I'm asking the three of you, what do you plan to do to control the dust on the roads being used by NextEra?
May I make a comment before you guys make a comment? When she asked me on this agenda, I thought it was just about dust control. I did not know about the comments about Councilman Pierman. We in the road use agreement, anytime I've gone out to that area, they always have water trucks out there. So I can't say they're not doing it because I always see them out there when I'm out there.
Right.
But I don't know what happens when I'm not out there.
Right.
That's
Rocks out there.
It's not a
Yeah.
water truck,
Yeah.
can I add? It is a tractor. Hauling what looks to be a lawn. A lawn sprayer. He did it today at 1:15. By 2:15, it was a dust storm. It does not last.
Mm.
He needs more volume, he needs a chemical,
Mm.
he needs something.
What road you talking about?
900 west.
Well, I mean,
Well,
it
it's
should
all of them.
yeah,
It's all
it should-
miles. It shouldn't just be us.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
just been in past month, it's just been really hard because you can't, when you have, 2 sunny days, rain day, 2 sunny days, rain day, that's really hard to spread calcium chloride because you're wasting $45,000 of material if it rains the next
They need to do
couple
something.
days.
They need, this has been 5 months, Rachel.
But I'm just saying, we have been keeping up on them.
They
It's just
have
weather
that.
has not been.
We live it.
Mm.
They have not, and I take pictures every day. I've sent you how many videos, how many pictures? This is a daily thing and it's ridiculous.
And no, like, I told her I don't have calcium chloride at the garage and the equipment to do it right now. So that part is true. I don't have the
Well, they're
materials to
supposed
do
to
it
have
right
some
now.
out there.
Yes, they
Okay,
do.
yeah.
They do. And from what because Charlie asked me to get again about it. And from what Steve has told me, they're preparing the roads this week and they're creating a crown. And then they're gonna be spraying all the calcium chloride on Friday.
All of it.
That's what Steve said.
And you know how many times we've heard that from Steve Sanders?
We can't speak for Steve. I understand what you're
Yeah,
saying,
I
Absolutely.
quit conversing with him.
right?
My last talk with Mr. Pearman was May 9th. My husband and I were both on the phone and then he started and I'm like,
We're
all
not
he
gonna-
does is make up. Right.
I'm not gonna discuss Mr. Pearman.
Oh, I was hoping he'd be here tonight, but yeah, but I mean, he is the liaison. That
Right.
we've been told,
Right.
and he's not doing the job. We live it every day.
I know you've heard 100 times, but let me check into it.
Okay, I
I
appreciate
mean,
it.
I can't promise, but I would
But you
definitely.
have to promise, according to the agreement, if NextEra is not doing it, the county does it.
Right. Give me a couple days.
Okay,
Justin, by what criteria would we judge them to be in or out of compliance with our agreement? Yeah,
I'm gonna defer to what Rachel has to tell me because I'm
have
certainly
the
not an
agreement
expert
here.
on whether or not they're complying with it. If they're in violation, you want me to send a letter, I can send a letter, tell them they're in violation and correct it. I just have to know the parameters.
Hmm.
So I would heavily lean on her, because I don't know anything about roads.
Okay.
So,
the road, do you have the road use agreement?
Yes, he has.
yeah, I've got it. Yeah, I've got it.
And you need to take, Rachel's not there every day. She doesn't travel the roads every day.
Yes, I am.
Right.
You're out by our house every day.
Every
Rock,
day I'm-
she's not rocking you, which is the point.
Okay,
Yep, we are.
I just think they aren't doing their end of the work is all. I mean, the county could only do so much, but I mean, if they're not doing it, we need to do it. So.
Then let's send them a letter. Have Justin write.
Absolutely.
I mean, we can ask them for spray schedule. I mean, because if they need to.
I mean, that was the whole point of writing that agreement. I mean, they need to stick with it.
Well, like I said,
Everybody else has to.
I mean, if we're gonna adjudicate whether or not they've complied, we can ask them for material documents. What's your spray schedule? What do you apply? Can you give us, because that's the first thing, right? Are they complying? We say, well. Not Teresa, Bob down the street says that, his porch is dusty,
Mhm.
Okay, well, if I have to put that in front of a judge, he's gonna laugh me out of that courtroom. If I can say, here's their pay schedule, they've not done it for 2 weeks, we think they should do it twice a week. Like I said, we've gotta dig for information.
Yeah, today they did it
So-
twice.
I hear,
If they get calcium down, it'd
Then that
be
should
way
help.
better than the water.
Well, and just for an example, the commissioners agreed, we were having our house painted, we went under contract late last fall, ours was gonna be the first. We were getting our house ready, we were in the yard. And all of a sudden, it's just like you could lick dust off our lips, and my husband's like, we can't paint our house. So I talked to Rachel, she talked to you three, and you agreed, let's shut the road down for 3 to 4 days that it would take.
Right.
So you went to meet with NextEra, they said, no, you can't shut the road down, we have an agreement,
Because of that agreement.
yes.
Yeah.
So they're making you abide by the agreement,
Right,
but the county's not making them
Hmm.
abide by the agreement.
I'm saying, give me a few days, but
Okay.
it's gonna, if it rains tomorrow on Wednesday, I mean, then
Yeah.
you can't hold that against us, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah,
Right.
we are good people. We're peaceful people, but this is just, we have our limit. And this is
Right.
it. This is it. Yeah. I will, keep an eye on it and I'll let you know if it's any better, any worse.
Yeah.
Okay, because they did spray twice today. And we laughed because I could take a picture an hour later and it's a dust storm again.
Right.
It doesn't last long. One of the workers admitted maybe they need more volume at one time. Basically, what they have behind a tractor, it looks like something you would spread across your lawn. You should spread your lawn. It doesn't have the volume. Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you.
Not to change subject, thanks for the picnic table
Oh, you're
yeah.
so welcome.
for the beach.
We're, we're trying to get 100 of them, so.
Yep.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Thank you.
Great.
So,
Go ahead.
yeah, at the last meeting you guys opened, no, not last
A
meeting,
bit, yeah.
May, your first
Mhm.
meeting, May, open the bid from Reese Riley and Milestone. Tim is here as the engineer, if you have any questions about anything, and my recommendation would be go with the lowest bid, which would be Milestone.
You guys want to make a motion on?
I'll make the motion that we approve. Milestone contractors for the amount of $899,900.
Second.
On favor?
Aye.
Nothing, how you doing, Tim? Not
Good.
Tim, you didn't need Tim.
Yeah. Anything else?
No, you're good.
Yeah, everything was in compliance with what? With what
Yeah,
expected
so
and
it
everything.
came in lower than what the estimate was.
Mhm.
There's three main causes for that. First one is we were using end-up pay items, which helps the estimate be a little higher. So we have a little buffer when we request funding. The second is talking with contractors. They like seeing a set of plans. They can really dial in their costs that way and not have to build in any fluff or any buffer. And then the third is just due to industries. We hit it at the right time where things are coming on the downswing, so it really helps.
That was out of what, 1.5?
Yeah, so, you guys have. 200,000, about $700,000 that you could apply for, so
Mhm.
when is that
So
due,
we got-
July 1st,
July 31st,
July
end
31st?
of July.
So if,
Okay, so this is down, this was the 1.5,
yes,
okay.
but since the bids came lower, you have $700,000 that you could apply more for
Well, and it's
CDBG. So you guys, let me know,
Yeah.
Yep,
I already got the one on your request on the list.
Mhm.
yeah, definitely apply.
Yeah, let me know what you would else, I would rather not do chip seal, I don't wanna do
Mm.
chip seal and
No.
CDMG, I'd rather do HMA.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So let me know what you would like to see HMA and we can have Tim start on that.
Okay. And that's due. Is that's open, is that open now?
It opens July 1st,
Okay,
but they've announced that it will be coming out.
okay.
Yeah, and we need to give him our work to start as soon as possible so they can start on the paperwork.
I need to do that.
That's you
Mhm.
doing it so you can start.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
You want to use craft auction service to do our auction this year? That's gonna be a motion we'll go forward with.
Does the charge up? Is there a percent that he charges on this? Uh. 15%. 15% of what we sell, I guess.
I think that listens to you was 10%,
Mhm.
I'll say.
Which 15's normal anymore.
Yeah.
trying to find the email I sent you guys about, so the fifth, June fifth, sixth and seventh this week, they're coming to catalog everything.
Oh, right here.
Hey, I knew I did something to remind myself of the dates. Can you read out the date?
Catalog 6 or the 5th, 6th and 7th. Preview at each location, the 26th of, was that July?
Yeah, July.
And then sales the 27th of July.
It's online.
Yeah, it's online only. Yeah, that sounds good. Make that motion, approve it.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Going on right here, it doesn't matter.
On the,
Left.
I think it's on the left.
Need a motion to accept the payroll claims of 84,124.28.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Need a motion to accept the commissioner's claims for 340,406.24.
So moved.
Well, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
You guys are so sweet. You think it's May 3rd.
What?
You wrote 5-3.
So
Instead of
everybody,
You'll
four.
fix it for me.
yeah.
Now you screwed me up. So I'm gonna write it completely different now. Still 24, not 25, right? Is it Friday yet?
Just about.
Okay.
I don't have anything else.
Justin, Rachel. Anybody in the public?
Hi, Glenn.
Hello. I just need a signature change. When I was at the last meeting, I didn't have it flagged where the signature needed to be. I'll take responsibility for that, but for my Riverwatch stuff.
Okay.
I highlighted where the correct signature needs. to be. This is the old one. We had it signed in the human resource area. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yep. Anybody else?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
All right.